Hey there, it's Miriam with Engadget, and what we're looking at here is the Origin Eon 11S. It's a gaming laptop. We've covered it before. Nothing too special about it. You know, it's got a pretty decent NVIDIA GPU and a Core i7 quad-core GPU, and as you can see, it's running Windows 7 down here. But I'm going to show you something really cool, and I'm going to switch to Android right there. I'm going to show you again by switching back to Windows. So, what's going on here? Well, you might have heard of a product called CUPP PunkThis, which I covered a while back at Computex 2011, and also after that and before that several times. What it is an ARM board that's built into Windows x86 PC, and that ARM board runs Android in parallel with an x86 OS. So in this case, Windows 7. There's a hotkey, as you can see here, to switch. It's function shift, and brings you back to Android, and then back to Windows. And of course, to show you that we're actually running Windows, I'm just going to go into Internet Explorer here and show you that, sure enough, we have Engadget. So here, I'll just minimize it again so you can see what I'm talking about. So it's running Windows, and then switch to Android again, and as you can see, we're in full-on Android. I'm going to go into settings here so you can have a look. This is the settings. I'm scrolling down, the about screen here, and there you have it. So now switching back to Windows, and as you can see, we're back in Internet Explorer in Windows. And of course, I can go into the control panel, for example, and look at the system stuff, so you can actually see that this is a bona fide Windows 7 laptop, 4 gigs of RAM, about 128 gigs of SSD storage, Core i7 quad-core CPU here. So what's exciting about this is, sure, we've covered this before, but we've always seen it in prototype form. The first time we saw it was on a very large brick of a laptop. The second time was on a MacBook Pro, and the third time was a netbook I covered at Computex. And finally we saw it again more recently on a tablet. It was a Windows 7 tablet that had been converted. Now this hasn't been converted. This is actually a pre-production unit, and Origin has teamed up with CUPP, and they're planning to make this available as an option built to order for their gaming laptops. So you'll be able to switch back and forth like this between Android and Windows, and of course save a lot of battery by switching to Android. You can shut down the Windows side separately from the Android side, which is also really kind of cool. So I'm going to switch back to Android here, and as you can see, hit escape a couple of times, which brings me back to the desktop. So yeah, it's pretty much it. Now I'll let you go to our website to check out the specs and the exact details on the Origin Eon 11S. This is expected to be available as an option sometimes later this year. As you can see right now, it's running Windows 7. There's no touch screen, and also the ARM board, as you probably saw in the settings there, is not a really high-end one. It's only a 1 GHz single core with 512 gigs of RAM running Gingerbread. So at some point they're going to be updating this to a multi-core processor running Jelly Bean. So at some point next year, this year, 2013, we're going to see this PC, the Origin Eon 11S. As you can see, this is what it looks like with the lid closed. We're going to see this PC with the option to run the PunkThis board from CUPP. So here are the ports on the one side. You can see Ethernet, VGA, HDMI to USB 3, and on the other side here you got USB 2 and a charge port, and that's pretty much it. So again, the Origin Eon 11S from Origin PC, and equipped with the PunkThis board from CUPP that runs Android and Windows 7 simultaneously. Cheers!